Well, I'm starting my summer goal, which is to hike every trail in the Shenandoah National Park. And I decided to start it here on the Corbin Cabin Cutoff Trail. The reason I decided to do that is because when I was a kid, my dad took me up here on a backpacking trip. First time I ever went backpacking up in the Shenandoah National Park. And this is what started my whole love for hiking right here on this trail. So it's going to be a short one. I'm just going to go down here. I'm not sure exactly how far I'm going to go. I'm going to camp down here tonight. I might camp on the mountain over there because there's a cell phone signal there. Down in the holler here, there's no cell phone signal. Meeting up with a couple buddies tomorrow to hunt for Merkles. So it's not going to be a long hike, but I'm going to get a few trails in today and check a few off the map. Oh yeah. Oh, and now look. See this up in the Shenandoah National Park, this used to be farms. See what we got here is an old wall. This used to be someone's farm up here. Check that wall out. That's a big wall. It's a big old wall, man. It ends there. And there's a stream there too. So, yeah. But yeah, so whoa. This area, I mean, the whole Shenandoah National Park used to be private property. There's an episode of the Green Tunnel podcast you can listen to that talks all about it. It's really interesting. Some shady dealings going on to build this park. A little tidbit of history there. Yeah, now down here's a cabin, Corbin Cabin. This might have been that dude Corbin's land. I think maybe he owned this whole thing. I don't really know. Coming up over here too. Nice. You can rent these. Like you can pay the park owner so you can stay in these cabins. Maybe it's the Potomac Appalachian Trucker. Something you can pay some money and you can stay in this place for the night. This was dude's cabin, Corbin Cabin. Mr. Corbin used to live in this cabin. I'm sure he built it with his own bare hands. I don't know. Pretty cool. All right, there we go. Shenandoah Trail. That way goes down the mountain. This way goes up, and it's gonna go up over the mountain. See, I'll leap down. Okay, junction. There's one trail, there's the other one. Now I gotta go that way, because that way I think is gonna take me back up the Skyline Drive, but let's check. No fires, that's cool. All right, that's the Shenandoah Trail. Yeah, 1.7 Skyline Drive, so that's not where I wanna go. I want to go over toward Old Rag Mountain. Indian Run Trail, that's the one I want to take. Onward, here we go. And then up here, up this way, this is where there's a cell phone signal. Okay, so I made it to another junction. As you can see, double blue blaze. So, look, what are we looking for? Okay, right here. This is where I want to go toward, Shenandoah Trail. Then from that, I can make it to the Old Rag parking lot, and we're going to go up and find them mushrooms. Yeah. And I think tomorrow I'll just hike this trail all the way back up and then walk down Skyline Drive. Then I've got a good loop going. All right, look, I found an awesome stealth site under these mountain laurels. My tent would fit here great. Oh, this would be perfect. But the question is there a good place to hang my food? There's a good branch up there, but it's all these mountain laurels are in the way. So that's not going to work. So let me get back out here to the trail. And let's see. Ooh, look. Some nice branches up here. All right. Right there above the trail. That's a perfect branch. I have found the awesomest rock. Look at this rock. This rock is good. This rock is not as heavy as ooh, and that one. That one might be better. And then there's this one. That one's too light. This one's great. This one's a good weight. Tie my rope around that and throw it up in a tree. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get my bear bag thrown up and I'm gonna get my tent set up. I'm gonna settle in for the night. Okay, so I got the tent set up and I got a little coffee and the toast. But check this out. This is the coolest. I got this light. Look, this is it. Red, which looks awesome. It looks like, I don't know, it just looks cool. Also, glows in the dark. Oh, where's my light at? I can just find it down there. And then the coolest part is like down here on the bottom, this little thing here was a magnet that came with it that you can put on there. So I can just take this thing. There's a magnet. See that round dot right there? That's a magnet. So I can just like, boom, I can clip it on there. See, everything is lit up. So I mean, I can just chill with that sitting there. I don't have to worry about it being on here, and looking on, I can see everything. I'm gonna go back to red because it's like, makes it look like I'm in, I don't know, it's just pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this coffee, meditate, go to bed. Well, I'm gonna finish the coffee, then I'm gonna hang my food up, meditate, then go to bed. It's getting down about 8:30, 9 o'clock now. So this is the map I'm using. PATC, baby. Appalachian Trail, Maine, Georgia. Okay, this is Shenandoah National Park Central District. There's a little bit of things on there that are not relevant, but where am I right now? Ooh, Corbin Mountain Trail. I'm right about here. Corbin Mountain Trail. I started here, hiked down Corbin Cabin Cutoff Trail to Corbin Cabin, over Nicholson Hollow Trail, down Indian Run Trail, and then I took a left, Corbin Mountain Trail. So I'm right about here. And what I need to do is continue hiking down here, back to Nicholson Hollow to Quaintance Ford. Ooh, that sounds fancy, man. All right, then I'm gonna go on down here to the where the trail meets the paved road, I believe. This is the old parking. So the new parking, I think, is right around here somewhere. That's where I'm supposed to meet the guys to go looking for mushrooms. All in here and all back here is a lot of poplars. So that's where we're gonna go look for that. But basically, after we're done with that, I'm gonna go back to here and then walk all the way back up Nicholson Hollow Trail to the Skyline Drive and back over to the car. So then I'll have completed this loop and I can get some of these in some other time. That's what I'm gonna do today. It's good, it's a beautiful morning out here. So let me get my stuff taken down. I don't have to meet them for a while, so I can take it easy today. This is what my view is right there, the sunset, a water bottle. But you gotta, I couldn't actually make a video of the tent setup because it was getting dark when I set it up, but I'm gonna put the video on it now. So check this out. Here's the trail. That's where I came from yesterday. All this mountain laurel. Boom, check it out. It's like tucked into the mountain laurel. You can see my bear bag hanging up there. Yeah, man. Check it out. I'm gonna take a picture of that and send it to Durston. See, this right here is why I like hiking in the spring and winter before the leaves are out. There's an old house up there, which may not have been noticeable in the summertime because the leaves. Now, when I come out to a place like this, I always think like, man, whole lives went on up here, whole families, whole dramas, like a whole worlds like took place right here. And in this valley, man, like look at this. Someone lived up here, man. There's a spring right down there. I mean, imagine like this was your home right now and you're like waking up today and you're like, man, it's a beautiful Saturday morning. Go out and find some mushrooms or something, whatever, man. I'm sure that maybe he's beating the heck out of his kids and wife, who knows, but whatever. Okay, so I'm still on the trail, just left that homestead, and look, dude, like it drops all the way down. There's that whole valley, this holler. Look, you can see the trees starting to get green up there. So, and here's the trail going out, right? See that there's Old Rag Mountain. That's Nethers, I think, down there. That's back in there. Nethers is back in there. So, you know. But basically, what I'm thinking is whoever used to live in that house, whoever it was, living back here they were back in the mountain, like way up in here. Dude, and there's a big spring back there, right there next to his cabin, like a huge spring. Man, dude, let me look right over here. I don't know if this is the trail built by the Park Service or what, or maybe this what I'm walking on was the old road or an old trail coming back here to dude's house. That dude was making shine back there. No question. There's no way in hell anybody will ever have me believing he did not make shine. Because we are back in the freaking holler now. This is way back in the mountain. Bro was making shine, no question. My thinking is that this was an old road going back to dude's house. This is wide enough for a wagon. I'm telling you, dude was making shine. How else are you going to make money living way back up in here? Maybe he grew some crops down here too, man. I mean, shoot, he probably did, but bro. During Prohibition, cha-ching. It's the old Hughes River. Yeah, there's the bridge. So, now I've come to the junction of Nicholson Holler Trail. Corbin Cabin, that says 2.8. So from here, I gotta walk 2.8 up that trail later today, then further on up to the Skyline Drive. If I'd have taken the opposite direction up at Corbin Cabin, I'd end up here yesterday. Now, that one, Old Rag Fiber, Corbin Mountain Trail, Indian Run Trail, 3.3. So I've walked almost 3.3 today. 4.0 it says in here, but that includes other stuff. Taking a poop and everything. Nethers Route 600, 1.3. That is where I need to go. So I got 1.3 miles down this trail, and then I'm good to go. All right, here it is. This is the end of the Nicholson Holler Trail. There's a couple houses up there. You just walk down there and take a right. Goes to the trail. That goes up there to Weekly Hollow Fire Road. It's down here. I might have to go all the way down to the first parking lot, the old school parking lot, not these two new ones though, old one. There's the cabin. Look, I've seen the sign on here. PACT is the PATC. I can't believe they put this sign up. Boom, first myrtle of the day, right there, baby. Yeah, right under this here poplar. It's on now. We knew we were way up on the top, but it wasn't enough leaves up there. We were thinking maybe if we came down here, it might be a little warmer. It might be just warm enough for them. And sure enough, man, there's one right there. Yeah. All right. Old Milwaukee. Please don't litter. Wow. Right, well, part of company with them, I was like, man, I got to get on out of here because I got to get up to the top of the mountain. It's about 6 miles or so to the car. So I'm just going to hike the whole Nicholson Holler Trail all the way up to Skyline Drive and then go north on Skyline Drive back to the truck. So, deuces. Well, made it back to the car. Got the Skyline Drive there. I was going to walk down that back here to the parking lot, but right there, back there's the Appalachian Trail. So I could have come up here and then across there. I went all the way up to here. Then I went across down there, across this Crusher Ridge Trail, and then I walked down to here. So, you know, yes, that's where I started. I don't know how many miles it is exactly, but it doesn't really matter because I'm not really trying to calculate miles. I'm more trying to calculate how many trails I get done. There it is, the Carmex. I forgot this. I'm suffering. There's another small one. My lips are killing me right now. It's cold out. Man, what I need to do is I think I need to get one of these and just put it in my first aid kit and just leave it in there standard.